Rugrats isn't just a cartoon about babies, it's a show that mixes kid logic with jokes for grown-ups. In this episode, the story looks at what happens when two different perspectives collide, how adults handle discipline, and how kids see the world around them. The episode starts with Drew catching Angelica messing around with Charlotte's makeup. Instead of giving her a real punishment, he brushes it off and says they'll clean things up so Charlotte won't notice. He also warns Angelica not to touch Charlotte's very expensive vanishing cream, which costs almost $100 an ounce. This makes Angelica curious. She asks what vanishing cream is, and Drew explains that adults use it to cover things like age spots. He admits it doesn't actually work, but says that adults like to believe in it anyway, almost like a little trick they play on themselves. Hearing this, Angelica gets a mischievous idea.
Angelica, what are you doing?
Hi, Daddy. Don't I look pretty?
Oh, this time you're in big trouble, kiddo.
You mean you don't love me anymore, Daddy?
Yeah, you know Daddy loves you more than anything, sweetheart.
So you're not gonna punish me?
Of course not. We'll just straighten up a bit, and Mommy probably won't even notice, okay?
Okie doke.
In the future, Angel, Daddy would appreciate it if you wouldn't play with Mommy's $95 an ounce oil of oleo vanishing cream, okay?
What's vanishing cream?
Well, vanishing cream is something that grown-up people use to make things invisible.
Invisible? What kind of things?
Oh, unsightly liver spots, age marks, stuff like that.
Does it really work?
Well, no, but your mother likes to pretend it does.
Later that day at Tommy's house, the grown-ups are setting up a complicated board game called Neurosis, which is kinda like life, but harder. Dee Dee shows Chaz a quiz column from Lipschitz magazine, and Drew shows up with a chocolate cream pie.
That's probably Drew. Hope he's in the mood to lose. Neurosis is the toughest game around.
Look, Charles.
Ah, Lipschitz quiz column.
Hello, Mr. Finster. Hi, Aunt Dee Dee.
Hello, Angelica.
See you later, precious.
Hi, Dee. Chaz. Brought some dessert for later. Humble pie for Stu, chocolate cream for the rest of us.
That sounds lovely, Drew. But before we start playing, Charles and I found this Dr. Lipschitz quiz in Childish Behavior Monthly.
Really?
Yeah, 50 ways to tell if your child is a spoiled brat.
Oh, boy, you'd think no one would need a quiz for that.
While the adults focus on their own things, Angelica wanders over to Tommy and Chuckie. Angelica criticizes them for playing in their playpen and then asks them if they're missing anything. Tommy and Chuckie don't know what she means, so Angelica lists off things like freedom, independence, and most importantly, chocolate pie. She points out that there's one sitting on the kitchen counter. Chuckie worries that they'll get in trouble if the grown-ups catch them, but Angelica has a plan. She tells them about vanishing cream and claims it can make them invisible. If the grown-ups can't see them, then they can take the pie without getting caught. This scene shows how Angelica twists what she learned from her dad earlier. Drew explains vanishing cream as something adults pretend that works, but Angelica flips it into a trick she can use on the babies.
Look at you babies playing games in your little pen while the whole big world passes you by. Don't you even care what you're missing? Nope. What are we missing? Oh, freedom, independence. Chocolate pie. Chocolate pie? Where? It's over there. Why don't you go get some? Tommy, all the grown-ups are in there. We'll get in trouble. Oh, well, guess there's no way to get any pie then. Unless no one can see you do it. But how? Vanishing cream, of course. Of course! What's vanishing cream? It's just some stuff that makes you invisible. But I can see you babies are too young to be interested. That's right. No, Angelica, we want to know. What's invisible? It means no one can see you. I don't get it. Oh, for crying out loud. It's like the wind, Chuckie. You know how the wind can move leaves around and push your ball and even blow houses over? Yeah. Well, have you ever seen the wind? No. That's because it's invisible. I get it. If we use vanishing cream, we can blow our houses just like the wind. No, Tommy. Come on, I'll explain it to ya.
Meanwhile, in the kitchen, the grown-ups finish a quiz from Lipschitz magazine called 50 Ways to Tell If Your Child is a Spoiled Brat. Dee Dee worries because she answered one question with a yes, but Chaz reassures her it's normal to score up to 10. Drew, on the other hand, is nervous to share his answers. When Chaz looks, he sees Drew scored 49. The group pauses, then tries to brush it off by saying it's just a quiz. But Drew knows Angelica really is spoiled, and he feels helpless about it. Didi points out that Lipschitz suggests a solution. She says he suggests to ignore the child's bad behavior so they don't get attention from it. Drew decides to try this method. This moment gives us the adult side of the story. While the kids are off acting out Angelica's scheme, the parents are trying to figure out how to fix Angelica's spoiled behavior. But the irony of this is Lipschitz's advice is telling them to ignore her, which ends up giving her even more freedom to misbehave. It's also a funny contrast when you think about it. The adults are worried about parenting rules in a magazine, while the kids are creating their own rules in real time.
49. Has a SWAT team responded to one of your child's temper tantrums in the past 6 months? Number 50. Has your youngster made at least 2 of the last 3 major purchasing decisions in your household?
Was that the last one?
Yep. Now add up your score.
Oh dear, we answered yes to one of the questions. I hope we haven't spoiled Tommy too much.
Oh, don't worry. I marked 4 myself, and Lipschitz says up to 10 is perfectly normal.
So, anyone for a rousing game of neurosis?
How many did you mark, Drew?
Oh, I don't put too much stock in these things.
49? Well, actually,
49 and a half.
What's a little magazine quiz anyway?
It was just for laughs.
yeah, sometimes even Dr. Lipschitz can be...
Oh, let's face it. Angelica's a spoiled little brat and everyone knows it. How could this have happened? I mean, is it spoiling a child to buy her a few new toys every day? Or to let her use my Armandi ties as jump ropes? Or to make chocolate chip pancakes for dinner a few nights a week? Huh? I'm a bad father. I've ruined her for life.
Now calm down, Drew. There is a cure.
There is.
Yes. According to Lipschitz, spoiled children crave attention for their negative behavior.
That's right. All you have to do is stop reinforcing it. Then the child will rechannel his or her energy into more positive modes of expression.
What does that mean?
Just ignore her.
Oh.
Come on, let's start the game.
The kids sneak into Didi's room and find the vanishing cream. Angelica dabs a little on Tommy and Chuckie, telling them they're invisible now. The boys walk into the kitchen, and since the adults are busy setting up their game, they don't notice. To Angelica's surprise, the babies actually manage to grab the pie without getting caught. She's shocked and convinced that the cream really works.
Which one is the vanishing cream? It's this one. Now come on, let's go. Okay, you're invisible. Now go get that pie. But I don't feel invisible. Who said that? I did. See? You're invisible. No, he's not. I can still see him. Yeah, I can see me too. Of course you can see each other. You're both invisible. Huh? Don't you babies know anything? If you're invisible, then you can see other invisible people. But if you're not invisible, then you can't. Look, go do something and I'll tell you if I can see you. Hey, where are you guys? We're right here, Angelica. Wow, you sure fooled me. I can't see you on the footstool, Tommy. Are you over on the couch, Chuckie? Wow, Tommy, she's looking right at us and she can't see us. See? We're invisible. Let's go get the pie. This is too great. I can't watch. Yes, I can.
Player number 1 can only move counterclockwise when all other players are frozen behind the penalty line.
These are the most complicated rules I ever heard. Go back to the part about scoring in reverse alphabetical order.
I don't get it. Every time I try to get pie, I always get caught. How'd they do that? Here's your pie, Angelica. They didn't see you at all. Of course not. We're invisible. Yeah, we never would have got and took this pie if they could have seen us. But, hey, wait a minute. Now I understand. Grown-ups can't see you. Right, we're invisible.
Angelica says now it's her turn to be invisible. The boys put some cream on her cheeks, but she insists on using the whole jar because it will make her extra invisible. They smear it all over her, and even on Cynthia. Angelica marches into the kitchen to test her powers, doing silly things right in front of the adults. The grown-ups sticking to their promise to ignore her bad behavior and pretend not to see her. Meanwhile, Didi goes to serve the pie, only to realize it's missing. This is where the two subplots collide, one about parental advice and the other's about kids' imagination. The babies believe in the magic of the cream, and Angelica now thinks she's proven it works, but the truth is that the parents are just following Lipschitz's advice, ignoring Angelica on purpose. The comedy comes from this misunderstanding. The kids see being ignored as proof of the invisible cream being magic, while the adults think that ignoring what their kids are doing is a way to teach them a lesson. This shows how easily different perspectives can twist the same event into totally different meanings.
Okay, you don't need to be invisible anymore. Put the rest of this vanishing cream on me. I got a few invisible things to do myself. Okay. Use it all. I want to be really invisible. Great, come on, Cynthia. Angelica, I can still see you. You babies don't know anything about being invisible. This cream only makes you invisible to grown-ups. And how come you can't see us? Well, I am a grown-up compared to you. Oh. Now, Am's great. Cynthia and I got plans.
Don't reinforce. Remember Dr. Lipschitz.
But she's covered in...
I think it's working, Cynthia.
Hey, you're not supposed to take a relapse chip until you've gotten a marker into the home square.
Did you see?
Yes, Drew. I did see that great move you made. How many points is it?
Well, I don't know how many points it is, Dee Dee. Why don't you check the scorepad?
I'm really invisible. This is great.
There's something very W-E-I-R-D going on here.
Drew. Everything's F-I-N-E. Stu, honey, have you seen my glasses?
Why, no, dear. Wherever could they be? Oh, my. Here they are. I found them.
Angelica's invisible, all right. Yeah, good thing, too.
What? My carrot juice.
Yes, you finished the whole glass. Would you like some more, dear?
No, thanks.
Angelica takes her invisibility to the next level. She dumps Spike's dog food right on top of Drew's head and even cuts his tie with scissors. Then she teases her dad by bragging that she once threw his important office papers out the car window just because he made her eat broccoli. Drew is horrified and collapses onto the table in shock. This right here shows us how far Angelica pushes things when she thinks there are no consequences. She treats being invisible as a free pass to be cruel and reckless. What's clever is that the show uses comedy to show something real. When bad behavior goes unchecked, it often escalates. Drew passing out isn't just for comedic effect, it also shows his total failures as a parent in that moment because his plan to ignore her only gives her more power.
This is ridiculous. Even I can't let her get away with this.
Drew, be firm. Once you've started using discipline, you have to follow through or she'll never learn.
Okay, okay.
Why don't I go serve that pie now?
They can't hear me neither. I was laughing and laughing and they didn't even notice. Uninvisible, uninvisible, na 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 na. Know what, Daddy? You didn't lose your office papers. I threw them out the car window on the freeway because you made me eat broccoli. Isn't that funny?
30 points for me.
Angelica heads back to the playpen, bragging that she'll never get in trouble again as long as she's invisible. In the kitchen, Dee Dee assumes Angelica must have taken the pie, so she offers cookies instead. She gives one to Tommy and one to Chuckie, but when Angelica begs for a cookie, Dee Dee keeps ignoring her. Tommy suggests that Angelica just wipe the cream off, but when she tries, it won't come off. Angelica panics, believing she's doomed to stay invisible forever. The thought of being invisible forever flips Angelica's confidence into fear. What started as a fun trick now feels like a permanent curse to her. It shows how kids can take pretend ideas so seriously that they lose track of what's real. Angelica wanted to be free without any rules, but now she realizes that being invisible also means being left out and forgotten.
Did you see that? I can do anything I want because I'm invisible and I'll never get in any trouble for it.
I wonder if a little girl named Angelica took the pie. I guess the rest of us will just have to have cookies instead.
And Dee Dee, I get a cookie too, right?
Here you are, boys. Enjoy!
Aunt Dee Dee, I don't want to be invisible anymore. Can't you see me now? Aunt Dee Dee, where's my cookie?
I thought I heard a little voice, but I guess it was just the wind.
just wipe the cream off. For once, you baby's got a good idea. It won't come off. Oh no! What if I stay invisible for the rest of my life? Wait, Angelica, it's no use trying to cheer me up, Tommy. We belong in different worlds now. I just wish I had one more chance.
Drew wakes up and is shocked. He can't believe Angelica actually threw out the Olsen report and how it was a multi-million-dollar account. Diddy tries to calm him down, saying it was just a mistake and that kids make mistakes all the time. Drew starts marching to the playpen to punish Angelica, but when he hears Angelica say she loves him while complaining about being invisible, he calms down. He picks her up and tells her she's learned her lesson. Drew decides to take Angelica home to clean up and promises to buy her an ice cream cone on the way. Of course, Angelica can't stop at just ice cream, and she starts listing all the flavors and toys she wants.
I can't believe she threw out the Olsen report. It was a multi-million-dollar account.
Drew, she's just a child. Children make mistakes.
Well, she's not going to get away with this one.
But Drew, Lipschitz says...
Lipschitz never had the Olsen account.
Now that I'm gone, you'll get all the attention, Tommy. Soon everyone will forget about poor old invisible Angelica. I just wish I could tell my daddy that I love him, and that I didn't mean to make him mad, and that he's the best daddy in the whole wide world, and...
Oh, poor sweetheart. You have learned your lesson.
Daddy, you can see me!
Sure, honey. And I can see that you've been punished enough.
I sure have. And all that punishing sure makes me hungry.
Well, let's go clean you up, and I'll buy you an ice cream cone, honey.
I want a sundae with chocolate sauce, and marshmallows, and peanuts, and candy sprinkles, a Bronco Mr. X exploding smash-up doll, a Beverly Hills Cynthia lunchbox, the complete samurai lizard action center, Commander Bill Gorilla.
This scene shows the tricky relationship between Drew and Angelica. Even after Angelica's wild behavior, her dad doesn't punish her too hard because he loves her. Parents often have to find a balance between being too strict and being too kind. At the same time, Angelica keeps asking for more treats and toys, which shows she's spoiled and still pushes the limits. Tell me what you think of this episode in the comments down below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and give this video hype points.